Hello, my name is Ashton Taft, and I'll be speaking on should genetically modified foods be labeled. So, genetically modified organisms, also known as GMOs, could be an organism, plant, or food whose genetic makeup has changed. GMOs are different from original organism, plants, or food, not only in the genetic makeup but also in size, character, and its appearance. In the issue should genetically modified foods be labeled, Todd Delos begins to argue that Vermont's legislation requiring labels on GMO crops is just giving the people what they asked for, more information on what the food we eat. The public wants to know the advantages and disadvantages of actually consuming these GMO foods and what's the different ingredients. Others involved in the issue have let the House of Representatives know how safe and nutritious GMO crops are. They give their testimonies in court and posted articles that explain how these GMOs could benefit us. Implementing the regulations of labeling GMO foods. Even though genetically modified foods are safe and environmentally sustainable, they should always be labeled differently from regular foods in stores. Around the country, many states are beginning to put in acts and regulation that requires companies that use genetically modified methods to place different labels on their food. According to the article, Should Genetically Modified Foods Be Labeled, written by Dr. Carnegie, the state of Vermont has installed 3 different acts that made food companies place labels on genetically modified food. Also, according to the New York Times, many Americans aren't aware that many of the products sold in store are genetically modified. The name of the law that the state of Vermont implemented was Act 120, and it enacted to address concerns related to genetically modified foods. The Vermont legislation found that many shoppers found labeling gives them more information to help them make a decision on what product they want to buy. The government will play a crucial role in regulating the labeling of GMO foods, and they will also help shape the national standards for labeling genetic modified foods different from other products in stores.
Hey there, my name is Anastasia Patiline, and today I will be talking to you guys about how genetically modified food can create food security. So, as the population rises, so does the demand for food. And a big problem that's occurring is that food is not able to keep up with the amount of population. See, when it comes to naturally grown food, it takes a while for it to, grow and develop into a way that can create substance for the population. So now what genetically modified food does is that it grows at a more rapid pace, so it is able to produce more and feed more. The definition of food insecurity is the shortness of access to sustainable and nutritious food, which means that since genetically modified food is nutritious and is able to keep up with the population levels, then it can create food security. So not only does genetically modified food create food stability, but it also creates other types of stability, for example, economic ones. Genetically modified food is able to bring more profits to farmers. Actually, it can increase crop yields and so much more. This new biotechnology has been able to reduce the need of pesticides. Since genetically modified food does not need pesticides, it has been able to increase crop yields, which brings about the food security, and has been able to boost farmer profits, incredibly so. Many problems are solved by having genetically modified food be inserted into the agricultural world. And the solutions are food security, economic security, and environmental security.
A Every scientific scientist in the world has reviewed multiple studies in some cases about the GM foods that are as safe as organic foods. Until now, the main points of the research about GM crops has never been documented. The scientists believe that it was a gap of information. The Italian scientists looked at about 1,783 case studies on the safety and environmental impacts of GM foods in today's world. The researchers could not find any single threat that GM foods poses any harm to humans or animals. The research conducted at the moment have not found anything hazardous that connects directly with the GM foods. No evidence of growing DNA cells from the GMOs, and also no evidence that the GM foods cause any disruption to the human body. These results give us an idea that GMOs are safe for the consumption of human bodies. Nevertheless, scientists are still finding answers to this long-lasting question.
Today I'm going to discuss benefits of genetically modified foods. To improve the quality of life for people who do not have access to eat or produce foods by creating and providing genetically modified foods. By the year 2025, the population of people will increase by 8 million, thus they create genetically modified foods to provide for all these people. For instance, global cereal production has doubled in the past 40 years, mainly from the improved fertilizers, water and pesticides, new crop strains, and other technology. Rice production has been positively improved due to GMOs. Given that the rice is the most demanded product in the world, there are many times that the producer is yielded by severe weather conditions and could eliminate the crop completely. GM rice has been created to be resistant to drought or flood conditions that would help global food requirements and the increasing population. This drastically increases the global per capita food supply, reduce hunger, and improve nutrition, which allows people to reach their full potential physically and mentally. Continuing on to misconception causes conflict. Providing genetically modified information on food labels will cause buyers to not purchase the product, which will lead to political issues and decline to food aid programs. In Africa, despite the high starvation rate, certain countries have denied U.S. food aid because they refuse to consume GMO food products. Most people worldwide fear genetically modified food because of the constant misconceptions that the food is unsafe, that the GM animal feed alters the DNA's livestock, GM foods will not increase food pricing, GM crops harm the environment, and that GMOs are not good nor effective for security. However, a study conducted, which is a 12-year research study conducted by Nicola Manzo-Veronti and Rosuni, found no crucial harm from GM crops. GM crops are safe for animal and human consumption and does not need labeling to reassure its buyers that it's safe. Furthermore, if the U.S. is forced to have labels for GMOs, companies will be forced to separate their products from GMO and non-GMO, which will cause suppliers to have separate supply chains. This will lead to the production costs falling back on the consumers, having the end result of high-priced food. A research finding showed that mandatory food labeling will increase the cost of a family of 4 by $500 per year. Another misconception that GMOs are harming the environment when actually GMO adoption are an advantage economically and environmentally. However, the GMO adoption reduced the pesticide use by 37% and increased crop yield by 22%. Lastly, the worst misconception of GMOs is that it will not solve nor help food security. On the other hand, research shows that the adoption of product called GM cotton crop improved crop yields and significantly increased farmers' incomes while reducing insecurity by 20%.